Om Bhurбhuvah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayantam.
So namaste everyone. Today my guest is the Paul Colligan from Brooklyn. So hi Paul.
Hi everybody.
So we continue our discussion, and our topic is, as usually, very interesting. The Sathya Sai Baba philosophy and teaching plus Swami Sivananda teaching. So, and we discuss different interesting esoteric spiritual questions, and that's natural because you, Paul, belong to the Sivananda yoga tradition.
Yeah.
I'm a Sathya Sai devotee and was fortunate enough to spend many years and put part in Sathya Sai ashram. So let us continue. And today, just once again, let us speak about reincarnation. But today, let us focus our mind on future lives. It's a very interesting question itself, because if we basically know, or if you wish, believe that reincarnation is something real, for sure we have past life in this case. But at the same time, it's not so easy question about future lives, because suppose if some of us may achieve certain top level enlightenment, that it means no future lives. It's like, the idea that we go outside, beyond any circle of reincarnation, this world of illusion. So it means future lives is even more difficult question than past. And apart from that, a kind of past is past. Why worry about it? But the future, oh my God, that's really a cool question. What will happen with me, for example, after death of this physical body? So what can you say about reincarnation, in a sense, future lives? Okay, according to the Sivananda yoga tradition.
Yeah, according to Sivananda yoga tradition, it's, I would say, I don't know, I know you don't like this word, like classical, but it's kind of classic thing. It's let's say traditional thing in Shivananda school. The future lives, it depends. Like you almost said in the beginning, it's easier than past lives. Why? Because the future lives depend on past and now. About past life, what we did in the past, and what we're doing right now. That's kind of three three karmas, we can say, like past karma, like what we did like already, and it's just right now we can see the results. Maybe in the future we will see the results. We never know when it's gonna be. Some people knows who more like aware of it and a pretty high level of consciousness and practitioner. But the future, it is difficult because you should be aware about your past, and you should be aware about present moment, what you're doing right now. You should be very aware of the moment. You should know how to meditate. You should know it's and the future. It's actually when you add the past life and the past things you did, and what you're doing right now. That's gonna be your future. And how to know the future? From Sivananda tradition, he spoke a lot about what you did before, like if you and if you put together your past things, action and reaction, the action you did and reaction, And what you're doing now, that's going to be the kind of the future. Like that's the law of karma, let's say, like from traditional way. That's Shivananda way to say.
Yeah, and actually it's quite natural and obvious why we put these two great masters together. Not only because like you belong to the Shivananda tradition. Actually, I'm a Kriya Yoga practitioner and Kriya Yoga master, but okay, also as the Sathya Sai devotee. But it's natural to discuss these two masters together because actually they met each other in Rishikesh, as we know, in the end of 50s. Yes. So they knew each other not only like, you know, on some mystical level, but quite physically. We have a wonderful picture when very young Sathya Sai on the way to Badrinath, so he met Swami Sivananda. But you know, actually, Sathya Sai, sorry to mention, because yeah, it's for somebody it's quite obvious, for somebody it's not obvious. But let us be gentle, actually, that Sathya Sai is a divine incarnation. That's very important point, I think, because sometimes you know, when we connect with certain yogic tradition, then we can speak about karma or personal effort. Okay, if I have karma this lifetime and I create a new karma, then okay, my future life or lives, or if many, depend on this karma, and then the level of my meditation or any japa mantra practice or prayer. So that's the basic reason for my next incarnation. But when you come across the divine incarnation, then the game, you know, may happen totally in a totally different way. I mean to say that sometimes Sathya Sai could say, like, you know, things very difficult to grasp for the most of the just yoga communities. Like, okay, I bless you, and you know, like, I bless you, and you will not be born anymore on this planet Earth. You know, this is very strange and very difficult to understand for the people who are not aware about the fact that the Sathya Sai is a divine incarnation.
Yeah.
And of course, I myself I don't believe that, you know, it's like just like that Sathya Sai could tell to somebody. Of course, spiritual and karmic background must be there. But anyway, it's like extra reason, extra power. When I remember, so it was really so many cases, like situations when he could like materialize special lingam, or you know, like some special event, like well, whatever, new temple, when Sathya Sai could come and bless this new temple, and then he can easily say to all who present in the moment, you know, you blessed, guys, like, you know, and you will achieve some extra, some top level spiritual level just because you are here. And especially that was with the materialization on Shivaratri night. And that's very interesting. And I think that huge misunderstanding also sometimes happen, because it's a big question. Must we understand this literally, or maybe just as the extra blessing, an extra chance? Because, you know, what is the danger? It's my approach. Maybe it's like too rational, but I mean, it's anyway my approach, that if Sathya Sai told to somebody, okay, I bless you, and you will go to paradise, so, you know, like, whatever, go beyond this circle of reincarnation, just I bless you because you saw how I materialize certain lingam. You know, the danger is that next moment this person may become lazy and say, okay, if I already received this blessing, what is the point to practice meditation and japa anymore? That's the tricky, you know, the divine game. Okay, if you're lazy, then maybe you will not be able to use this ticket to nirvana. Okay, please continue about future.
That's very interesting topic, because if somebody asks me, and people ask me pretty much every day, like, what's the biggest mystery in yoga? I'm answering usually that's connection between connection, like how they associate it together, like your karma and blessing from God. It's mystery. Like nobody knows exactly like what kind of mix is that. It's so, of course somebody knows. I don't mean like not avatars knows. Like let's Sathya Sai Baba, he's God. Like it's not. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about people. You know, like basically for the regular people, it's extremely hard moment to understand. Like, but Sivananda did some views of it, like, from my point of view, it's very similar. I like this conception. We have some, like you said, like, if you bless, you don't have to do anything. Of course you should. And by law, like, we have some 8 or about 10%, like, of our free will, let's say. Like, mostly we depend on God, mostly, and it's unpredictable like what it's gonna be. Sometimes it happens like the saint guru like blessing you and he can burn your karma. It exists, yeah, it's happening, but very rare. Usually a person have to be ready, karmically ready for that moment, so it goes together. Like the karma exists, but not completely, like your, like, let's say destiny depend on your karma. It's also blessing from God also exists, and I would say even more than your karma sometimes. That's why, and this kind of, and for each person it's very different. It depends on many things, like about many past lifetimes, like you said, about many things. A very individual thing. It's hard to explain why, like this person blessed and another person not. Like it's karma. In some cases, it is karma. He deserved it. He ready for that. But in some cases, nobody knows. Like the person was like alcoholic, let's say, like never thought about yoga, even bad person, like, and he got blessed, and he got like even enlightened. And we know, like I know people who got enlightened from like nowhere, and I know also people who's working hard, very hard on his karma, and he's just going like down deeply with illnesses and everything. It's like God will, I would say, and by mind it's extremely hard to understand it. Like maybe impossible to understand it by mind. You need to meditate. Sorry.
Yeah. It's very interesting. The balance between okay, personal effort, karma, and the divine blessings.
Yeah.
And
it's a mystery. It's a very delicate thing.
Yeah. And I think that we have to be careful and at least, if not to understand this mystery, which is maybe even impossible to understand. You know, like in Sanskrit, we have such a word like lila, the divine game, or divine playfulness. Even if we can't understand it completely, we have at least to acknowledge or know that there is a mystery there. And if like the divine master, like Sathya Sai, for example, just say, okay, I bless you because you saw how I materialize Shivlingam on Shivaratri night, you will not be born anymore. Yeah, you have to continue your sadhana, your meditation, and proper behavior, because you know it's like easily to jump down just after this blessing.
That's what we're talking about. Very close thing. It's very important, the moral things in here. if you're blessed, it's not necessarily means like you just drop everything and you go rob people, like, or kill people. That's it. It's like, I'm blessed anyway. Of course not. And opposite way, even if you like, if you're not blessed and you see somebody blessed, like, it doesn't mean like you should stop your work. You're still working. Like, it's like, for on the God level, we're pretty much the same, like in the God ways. Like, it's also mystery. But I believe, like, people, not already people, the level of Sathya Sai Baba or Yogananda, let's say, I believe that people, by their will, can burn the karma, even for the bad people. I believe in it. I didn't see it myself, but I have kind of feeling it's possible, because it's like tremendous energy, like million times more than your karma, like things you do. Like, that's why I think it's possible, yeah.
Again, thank you very much, Paul. I appreciate your time, and yeah. Okay, thank you very much to our viewers. God bless all of us, and see you next time.
Om Bhurбhuva Swaham Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayantam